welcome from Blaine, Minnesota for this, the 2026 Carla Berg Cup Championship. Two very competitive teams getting ready to go at it, and it's the Golden Gophers, Minnesota, taking on the Tommies from St. Thomas University. Joe Rulin along with Jimmy Thurman, and one thing that's always guaranteed with this matchup, high energy, Jimmy.
Oh, you ain't kidding. I got my blood pressure is cooking right now, JoJo. Was down in the locker room with the guys. You know, I got mutual friends on each side of the rink here, and I'm excited for everybody. But more importantly, I'm excited for hockey and collegiate hockey right now, because what this program is trying to do in general for college is amazing. And Luke and I and the rest of the staff here at the U are going to keep doing what we can to make this an awesome league for these kids. And I love doing what I do. And, you know, we volunteer for this, and I would never even accept anything because I love doing this so much, because it's just it's an adrenaline rush for me, and I love it. And I love having you do this as well, JoJo. And being down in the locker room with these guys today was probably a super emotional deal for a lot of us, because we have some seniors that are going bye-bye after this, you know. Mm-hmm. One of them in particular I want to mention to a lot of people out here today, you know, is number 8. You know, Sammy Marzell, he's went through 2 hip surgeries to do his recovery to come back here to play, and to his goal is to be in this tournament, in the championship game. Is unbelievable. It's a, you know, if you knew who he was, he's an unbelievable kid. You know, we say we love each other every time we see each other. He's huge in faith in the Lord, and you know, anything to do with Sunday today is playing for a championship for his college is something he's been a goal for. So I'm super excited for him. Along with everybody else on this team, there's stories and stories and stories to go here for probably both sides of the coin here. But that's why hockey's such a great sport, and I love what we do, Joe. So I'm super jacked for this game.
Well, I will say it just kind of comes batteries included between these two teams.
Yes.
They get juice going automatically, and hey, looking at these records as well as St. Thomas comes in their last 10 games. They are 9-1 and 16-4 overall on the season. Meanwhile, for the Gophers, 18-8, 1-1, and 8-2 in your last games. Yeah. Last 10 games, and boy, a couple of them here already this weekend have been some high caliber play.
Oh yeah, you know, we've said this in our broadcast throughout the whole weekend. Put the records aside, put the goals aside. This is a new season. This is you know, this is chip hockey. Anything you did, it's over with and past, and it's to the future now. And I'll tell you what, these two teams know what has gone on this year. This is obviously for bragging rights for a lot of reasons, and this is going to be an exciting game. Yeah,
let's recap what we saw last night and what we experienced. Was tremendous. A 2-goal deficit for the Gophers as they started the third. It wasn't until about the 7.5 mark when they started to cut into that deficit. It was Keegan Johnson with that goal off of the faceoff. He took it the distance, and I'll tell you, he beat Goody, excellent goalie, and that comeback was tremendous at picking up that 4-3 win.
Yeah, you know, I was watching this last night. I just kind of wanted to get a recap on, you know, that time frame, because, you know, it was getting down to, you know, go time for the Ghosts, and you and I were talking about that on the broadcast, and then it was bang, 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 and what a rush of adrenaline for pretty much the whole entire arena, you know. Pretty exciting Gopher excitement, obviously, but yeah, this goes to show you, you know, in hockey, you just expect the unexpected. That's for sure.
And of course, even after that, you got to look at it. An overtime win yesterday over Wisconsin for St. Thomas to get here as well.
Yeah, you know, I tried to watch as much as I could yesterday, but you know, it goes right to show you, you know, the competition in this league is amazing. You know, you could be 18-18 or 18-2. It doesn't matter, man. Every kid's got just in memory of what they want to do here, and it's all out. This is it, man. This is all you got.
Well,
be good or go home.
You got it. And they're finishing up the introductions here. Engelbrecht will get a start on defense for the Gophers.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Joe. Speaking of referees this weekend, I want to give kudos to the whole entire staff. They've been letting these guys play hockey. You know, it's been great, and I got, you know, kudos to them maybe we can get a referee after this game. It'd be awesome. But just want to give my respects to these guys, and I could never do it as much as I love the game. So I just want to give a little kudos to the referees.
That is one of the most difficult jobs,
yeah.
And I'll tell you, it's a chance here to see and kind of showcase, and you got to kind of let the players decide it and keep that flow of the game going as well.
100%.
So they're getting here the lineups.
So, I got to throw a little Michael Shear here. I just found out yesterday he played with Team USA here last summer, which is awesome. Was at the Gulfs here for, many years. So that's going to be a little bit of rivalry going on with too bad John Stanley wasn't continuing his year, because those two will be going back and forth. That'd be fun.
So, of course, I talked to Luke Johnson, the Gophers coach, before the game. Got some word, and I know you had a chance to speak with the St. Thomas University coach. We'll hear about that after this national anthem. There you get it, a Star Spangled Banner, and the singing there matches the play, I'm certain, on the ice that's about to unfold here on what I call Super Sunday. Not only a Super Hockey Championship here for the Carla Berg Championship as well, but you also have the Super Bowl later this afternoon getting going. But you had a chance to speak with head coach for St. Tommy's before the game, and what did he have to say?
We all known each other for, many years, and it's just, to us, it's another game. Obviously, these kids, it's a huge game, but it's just, just talking, what this and this, and having some fun. We're excited for these kids. It's all about these kids. So what a national anthem right there. Holy cow.
Yeah, powerful.
Man, oh man, that me goosebumps.
We're underway here. Obviously, the Gophers in the maroon and gold trim, and St. Thomas in the gray and the purple trim as well for the Tommies underway. And I mentioned both teams come in with some impressive records, and you're going to see some great play here early. Who can jump out early, and now moving it up ice. A chance here for the Tommies. That's Noah now jumps it back down to the corner.
Johnny, it's going to be kind of a very similar style of game as yesterday. You're going to see a lot of transition here. You're going to see, look for some mistakes, some breaks just like that right there. Some quick shots out to the forwards. I mean, there might be some tricks and trades for some of the coaches here, but we'll certainly be here commentating for it.
Yeah, Winston Wheaton that time was trying to get it low, hanging at that blue line. He comes in, does Wheaton with 12 goals, 11 and assists, and both teams some high-flying scoring. It's 138 goals scored this year by the Gophers, and then 129 for St. Thomas. Behind the play now, working it up from the corner. Opportunity here to see if they can move it through the neutral zone, and now it's sent right back in again, just inside the red line by the Gophers. Holding, spinning, pinching in right there. A good wrister behind the net. Autobid uses that reach, drops it back to Peterson. Peterson gets it by, and it comes to the near corner. Picked up out in the slot, moving it back the other way. Here's a chance now But Madigan was going to make a rush. He heads to the bench. Madigan comes in, the top scorer with 17 goals, 21 assists, Anthony Madigan, and a shorthanded goal to add to that portfolio. Again from center right, digging it out. Racing back, and they'll recycle. Bernier on that pass back. Trying to center, going hard against chance there with some good defense as well. Cerrone back through neutral ice. Stops that puck right on the blue line and fires it in.
Tell you one thing, it's going to be key for these goalies is to make sure they get that puck stopped behind the net. You know, this big rink, that's a huge benefit for those guys to have that puck behind the net.
Picking it up right there, turnover, shot, save is made, turned away.
Right there, a turnover. That could, you know, like I'm saying, that's going to be probably the big highlight of this game right there.
Kalen Cole got a stick on it and dropped it for his teammate there, and a nice save. Put up, because you caught up on statistics for both of these goalies as this first period unfolds. Both teams bringing that high-speed level game as we expected to the ice as well.
Whoa.
Check from behind. We're going to get ourselves a penalty.
Michael Scheer.
So Scheer picks it up.
Big Mike, you know, he's a big kid, and, you know, it's unfortunate for him sometimes, too, because, you know, he's one of the cleanest players on this rink. You know, his intention isn't to obviously hurt anybody, but he's just a big guy, you know, and it looked like, I don't know who that was, Caden possibly bending over to get the puck. This is height, you know, probably made that happen, but that's going to get the Gophers a power play action here, and we'll see how their power play turns out here.
See it all right now on the power play. As far the Gophers had a power play goal yesterday. They're 13% proficiency, a pass to some open ice. The Tommies will get their first, try to work it up, but a good job of capturing it, and then it leaks out just beyond the blue line. Could have an odd man rush, but it's brought back again.
Will Sexton with a huge job right there. I mean, another great job by Will right there. Just coming back, keeping that puck in the zone. This is what I'm kind of talking about. You know, the Ghosts got to either calm down, you know, play their game today, and you know, have that nice clean breakout. You know, there's been a couple opportunities here, you know, in the last couple of games, them breaking out and, you know, doing a little fumble action here in front of the net, maybe giving the opposing team a little, you know, an opportunity. One thing we definitely want to do with St. Thomas. That's
the Tommies, 86% proficiency on the PK. They get it back again and send this to distance, and Owen Peterson makes the save as that one landed in the air for him to break a waffle pad save. Working it out from the own end. The Gophers trying to get a little tread going. Dropping and across the way, Arneson had it there. Now Autobid has it. Autobid circles behind the net, gets a look here, and they'll set it up the man advantage. Still plenty of time, 40 seconds left on the man advantage for the Gophers. A wrister from just inside the blue line. That's deflected. Arneson regathers in the corner. A turnover, he comes back, scraps, fires. He lifted the stick of the Tommy there in the low slot and put it right back. Good hustle.
Great heads-up play by Arnie right there. You know, just blindside the back of the defenseman there, like, hey, I'm here. Big test of the goalies right away, too, so that's good to see.
Shot, pass to Brent. That time, Caden Cole tried to go 5-hole. Good pass, tape to tape, as Cole was cutting right down the middle, down the seam. Shot here, save, secured after coming. Shot from the dot that time, taken defensively there by Cerrone, who came in, skated in, wasn't picked up, and put a good shot on.
I will say this, though. I'm going to correct myself from last game, JoJo. I was talking to the coaches, and he said, Jimmy, that goal yesterday was not offsides. He said, I watched it. I heard you. You said it was 5 feet offsides. I'm like, well, it may have been the camera angle. But he corrected me, so that's one thing we did talk about. So.
That's great. That's great. It's great to have. Trust accelerates everything, right? You're able to have that behind and into the corner. Ken Madigan trying to work it out back at full strength now. Successful penalty kill for the Tommies. Again, they come into the mark of 16-4, 91 in their last 10, and that is offside.
Just as we were talking about it.
Madigan a bit overzealous and getting in. And
Big Mike there. Got that penalty, comes out of the penalty box. One thing in his mind, I think he's got 28 points on the year, which I did ask him, by the way, the other day. I was like, hey, where was that when you were with the Ghosts?
Yeah.
You know, so all that fun, joking, camaraderie stuff is what we get to have, you know, as coaches. So it's kind of fun.
Scheer with 9 goals, 18 assists. You're correct, 27 points on the season. Working behind the net there, big fella there. And Shear trying to seal off the defense. I don't think I've ever met
anybody that breaks as many sticks as Big Mike. He's got such a powerful shot.
Tries to feed the headman and just a bit beyond the reach. Whistled for the ice, and the faceoff will come back into the Gophers' offensive end of the zone. And we mentioned the Gophers, 138 goals scored, 87 surrendered, and it's 129 goals for the Tommies and 52 surrendered. So good marginal differential in the positive category there for both teams. And I'll tell you, this is a very competitive rivalry between these two squads. This is the 4th time they have met this season. Working it back here still. 14 and change left in this first period of championship. Here comes Madigan sweeping in. Tries to
off
short
the crossbar. Short side, you're right. Holy cow.
That was the narrowest of angles, but he caught that pipe, trying to go between the pipe and the pads. Now sweeps it between the crease and through the crease and back to retrieve the puck. The Tommies sweeping it up across, and Sexton comes back to try to help out his defensive partner behind. Now in front, left there for a good opportunity. Keeled right back now to work the corner. Chance. Morissette tying it up. Also trying to come over to help out is Fosline. Works there. Sexton works it up the near side, now holding the zone. Great job there. Good keep for the Tommies to hold the zone. Back again down to the corner, winding it up again.
Yeah, Nora having a really good game here this far, man. He's controlling that puck on the line there.
This time the Gophers able to get it beyond the blue line. Center ice was about to hit the logo, but sent right back in as Morissette fires to the far corner. A little spring on that board coming out of the corner. They were going to make wholesale line changes. They got most of it changed. Did the Tommies. Now back in. Here come the Gophers and Obbett. Obbett out of Maple Grove carries in. Looks behind. Drops it back to about the midboard. Trying to get it loose on that board to send it right back in. There's Tate. Poke checked away. Good defensive play. Now turning it into an offensive opportunity.
Great job by Tate right there. You know, he fumbled the puck a little bit, but he came back and had a great stellar defensive move right there. Pinned him up against the boards.
Holding, getting the shot there. Nice job. Way to hold that defense at bay. Crossing the blue line and then firing one in was Kuznick. Save there was made. Working it back and through. Underneath. Kuznick moves up to Sexton. Sexton gets the deflection, and that's going to bring on some icing here with exactly 12 minutes left in period number 1. Your thoughts so far, Jimmy?
Well, you know, I thought we'd see a little bit more hitting, more physicality in this game, but, you know, with this bigger rink, I think you're going to see less hitting. You're going to see a lot of fast-paced hockey here, taking advantage of that big rink. So, you know, both teams got tremendous speed. So this is going to be a defensive war and some battles of turnovers.
Off the face-off and the draw to win. The blazing shot that time for the Tommies, just off the mark. Pasquale taking it that time.
Yeah, Pasquale, Pasquale is really, he'll hard shot. He'll play that off the boards too as well. Just like Big Mike here, you know.
Fanning on that attempt.
Ooh,
get it right another back again. Circling back now, a chance. Arneson. Try to rub him off the puck. Sticks with it. Half board now recaptured. Going to the corner. Caden Cole. He's had himself a nice weekend. To the far point, near point rather, and the shot here does not make it to the net. It's lofted, pitchforked over the neutral zone. And a chance now for the Tommies for the refuel in their end. Stone King had it momentarily. Tries.
I love that name.
Oh, isn't it a great name?
It's a cool name, yeah.
Joe Stone King sounds great.
It sounds like I can't remember who's on the Vegas NHL team. He's got a very similar name. Like,
oh yeah, a huge forward, right?
Yeah, I can't think of what his name is though.
Looking behind now, pressure coming in, closing in that time on Bruner. He whisked it along the board, getting the back shot. Save is made in just above the crease. Oh, my.
It plays like that's going to happen right there. You know, you got to control that rebound. I was talking yesterday about how good Owen is controlling the rebound, but he had the stick in front of his pads right there. So here's another turnover.
Moving in, looks to shoot.
Look at that.
5-hole, got it.
You know, that's exactly right there what I was talking about. Turnovers, and they're going to capitalize on that.
Madigan picks up his 18th goal of the season, and the Tommies take a 1-0 lead, 10-19 remaining in this first period.
Yeah, you know, Caleb got that puck right there, and he basically, here, get a shot at that, but I didn't see the review there. But, yeah, Caleb comes out of the zone there. I don't think he had anybody really to go to with the defense that the Tommies were putting on, so that's what happens. You know, you got to be smart. You know, you got to play smart with these guys, and you cannot turn over the puck, period. And I guarantee you're going to hear that in the first intermission here.
Mogren wraps a shot from just off the board, deflects into the
you can't
board
get mad
there.
at any opportunity like that.
I see the call coming right back to keep the I didn't quite get that last part as the assist on that goal by Madigan.
We got 7 speakers in there. You think you'd be able to hear something?
Yeah, it is. South of 10 to play. Face-off will come in to Gophers' offensive end. Taking the draw here will be Bishop. Bishop with a power play goal in the first period yesterday on a nice feed from Myers to take a 1-0 lead in the first. Moving it, recircling, reversing ice. Across the corner, leaves a little bit of a gap, trying to close in. Now the backhand cannot connect up ice as they were trying to gather it and headman it that time to nowhere. There's Sexton. He'll backhand shovel it across the neutral zone, and that ends up on the stick. There, the Tommies exchange the puck. Engelbrecht is going to skate in, drop pass here. The look shot. Bishop save is made. A nice drop
right in
pass.
the belly basket.
You got it.
Both corners wide open right there. Man, oh man. Still always amazes me. I think we talked this pretty much all summer or all winter here.
Right.
You know, one-on-one with that goalie, and like you'd rather almost see him miss the net on that going after that corner instead of hit him right in the belly basket. I guarantee you next time Bish gets an opportunity like that, he's burying it.
Recircling, Peterson rather. Engelbrecht being shadowed up top. And now the turnover on the pass. Coming back, 3-on-2 opportunity here for the Tommies. Rister from near the dot. Off the mark there, and they'll still go at it. There's a shot from the half wall, and it's deflected off the stick there of Peterson and into the netting. Peterson comes in with a record of 14-6, 0-1 for the Gophers between the pipes, and a goals against of 2.68. And a save percentage of .915.
It's comfortable out here, Joe.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Holding the zone near point here. Ruling trying to skate over to get a shot. Missed the mark that time.
We're going to get a hop here.
2-on-1. And no. Check coming over that time.
Gino Gotti right there, throwing his weight around.
Moving in. No, a good look for an opportunity. And a nice save, getting a piece of that.
Cut him out, cut that angle, give that forward, no opportunity. Great job by him.
Peterson going to give it a run. Tries to go short side. Maybe get a rebound, scooping it up and pulling that puck in. Tommy's goalie here doing a great job here to start.
Who is in goal here? Is it Hansen? Yeah, he came out.
I see number 29.
Yeah, I don't have the name.
But there's no name to go with that, so we'll get that for you during that first intermission.
But great job for him coming out and cutting that angle off. Here's one person they need to shut the door on right here.
Madigan just outright flies, just picked up his 18th goal of the season. Leaving it behind, an open side net and a moving over to reset the goal.
Little tic-tac-toe action going on right there. You know, these guys are good and they're smart, you know, that little tic-tac-toe right in front of us, that's something you cannot have happen.
Boy, that was a good angle. Novak with a good look there, but could not close.
Man, oh man. That could have been 2-zip right there.
Face off now, a win. Rister from this near point finds its way to the corner by Sable after his shot. Lifted into the netting and set. Both these teams come out of that Southeast Division. And currently 1 and 2 St. Thomas. First in that Southeast Division, followed by Minnesota.
Yeah, we've had some battles with these guys over the years, man. I'll tell you what, it's been some fun games.
So the first one this year at St. Thomas, I think the score was 10-2 the Tommies, but that game was much closer than the score would indicate. But a very physical game.
I remember that game at the TCL Arena. That was, I think, actually one of your first games
of the season.
I think
here
it was you and I and John Stanley broadcasting that game.
Punching it through and now deep, giving chase as Arneson. Arneson gets there first. He's battled that time, bracketed, now getting the puck back. Good effort by the Gophers to hold. Back down, Saxton is going to get there first, but peeling it off the wall there is the Tommies, lofted high in the air in a backhand, trying to move it quickly out, but Tommies are pinching in with some speed and urgency here in this first quarter. 7 minutes to go and a 1-0 lead.
You know, with this bigger rink, you know, and as wide as it is, you know, you're going to have a lot of missed passes here. I mean, these guys just aren't really used to playing on this bigger rink. So, like I keep saying, is that you're going to see a lot of mistakes here and there, and you're going to capitalize on them.
That pass, by the way.
Right there, example, you know, I mean, just that little hiccup that's going to get someone offside.
Johnny, if we can see that pass. I got a charge out of that pass by Caden Cole just now.
Yeah.
We talk about McCarthy not having a 2-ball when he throws the football with some touch. Caden Cole pitchforked that thing perfectly over the defender. The defender reached for it, couldn't get it, and it landed right at center ice for a teammate. And those are some stick skills there.
Well, you see St. Thomas, they're going to this Madigan line quite a bit here in the first period.
Circling back. How many times can you double shift or get those shifts in before you start to wear down, or when it takes effect for you as an offensive player? What are your thoughts?
Oh boy, I'll tell you what, you know, it's another great question. These kids just have iron lungs these days, you know, and they live on these rinks and they want to play, and that the drive of compete is there no matter what. You know, I'm shocked that some of these kids can do that 400, 600 feet of hockey and come on the bench and get back out there again, do it all over it again. So
Dylan Wedward will take the draw for the Gophers. They control, they win it, now trying to get a couple touch passes up, and Wedward has it back on his stick. Skating in here, shot from the dot, that one just off the mark. Brings along the board, trying to hold the zone here, keeping it in, but a breakaway now. Opportunity, breakaway for the Tommies, hits the post. Stone King hit the stone post that time, and it's turned away. He had a great pass, settled the puck, good hands, and hit the post. Second post here in the first period for the Tommies, but it still remains a 1-0 lead.
Goalie's best friend, I'm telling you.
Cutting in all the way down, and now no one back to hold the zone. You could see him trying to move in here at the near point, Pasquay.
Yeah.
And he kept moving down, and it was too wide to catch it. Oh, now the Gophers has a chance if they can settle this puck. Luke Myers has certainly been in the zone lately. He's been picking up 14 goals on the season. That first line, 47 goals combined between Bishop, Johnson, and Luke Myers. Scooping that backhand. Kicks it to the corner. Keegan Johnson moved off the puck. They'll reverse it to the near corner. Now 5 to play. First period pinching in, and a chance and some numbers potentially here for the Tommies. Moving it back to get some separation. Cerrone to the corner. Bounces nicely off the board to Bruner. Bruner now has it and will start it up ice behind the Gophers cage. Yep, it's a couple of nice passes. Gets himself flowing, some momentum. Johnson was like carrying that on his stick, but back the other way, trying to reciprocate the pressure. The Tommies come in, circling behind, looking, circling, looking, and finding a cutter coming in. Quick wrister misses on that snipe, just off the mark by Bernier. But you could tell they were trying to set up a good hard snipe coming in far side. That one makes it through. Peterson deflects it to the near corner. Again, a cutter, high slot. just inside the blue line. A wrister hits traffic in front. I think that hit Johnson, or Myers rather. And another run here for St. Thomas as they carry in.
One thing about the Tommies, you know, St. Thomas will always shot on goal. You're going to have someone in front of that net. I think it was Novak, defense man. You know, he comes in and he took out right up from the D and got in front of that net on those last couple of plays here. You know, these guys are taking it to the ghost here right away.
Working it now. Peterson drops it behind, gets that space needed.
There's a patience right here. If it's not working, just regroup. Good job.
Now up ice. Pass right to the stick of Peterson. Ethan Peterson sweeps it to the corner. 3:20 left, opening period. 1-0 lead for the Tommies on the goal by Madigan. Even strength goal. Behind here, and they fight it off to the near corner. Pinching in is Ovid. The puck flies high. This from the near point, kicks back out. Opportunity if they can split the defense. Nicely sealed off that time.
Good job by
Tortoletti.
Right there, man.
Good poise, especially with that forward breathing and shadowing in on him. It's a backhand. Oh my, a hard push going into the board. There was Ethan
That's
Peterson.
That's going to be a penalty right there.
That will be a penalty.
Yep. All day long.
Well, it's going to be a chance here for the power play for the Gophers. And let's see if they can get some puck movement. 0 for 1 so far on the man advantage. It was the Tommies who actually had a couple of good scoring opportunities on the PK the first time. That was early in that first period. 2:49 now left in this first period, and head coach having a discussion with the officials. And extending that comment. What do you think that discussion would be at this point?
I don't know.
Was it when he got pushed from behind and that near that board? That's always a dangerous spot. So they'll drop the puck here.
Could have been talking about maybe last game. I don't know.
And sweep.
He's not a complainer, I'll tell you that.
First to the puck, good speed. Sexton tried to get there first. Picked up there by Knorr. Into the corner. And moving it up here. Trying to get that power play set up.
Yeah, it looks like we're having a little difficulties trying to get things set up.
A lot of open ice here, and Keegan Johnson brings it in. Good job, stops, and now gets it set up himself, and that time looking up to make a pass, and when you look up, the stick also comes up, and that's what happened to Sexton. In possession now for the Tommies, as a minute left on the man advantage. A little grouping, little tight, a threesome there. Ovid has it. Ovid will carry in. Ovid puts the shot on, forces a glove save, making the save there.
Well, he's got such a reach. You know, it's so much fun watching him play. Mm-hmm. Once he gets momentum, I mean, he's got such a reach on so many players that he just makes it happen. It's just, he's impressive to watch. He's going to have a good few years here at the
an impressive freshman season for him. He comes in with 15 goals. Working it back, dropping it here. Now they finally get it set up. 45 seconds left here on the power play for the Gophers. Turning, firing, trying to go short side, sticking, prodding, and now the whistle. They'll have a stoppage and some elbows getting high. Cade.
A scrimmage going on?
Yeah.
I thought they were raising their stick. Maybe that went in. Maybe that snuck in there.
Close play.
11 in front of that net.
Yeah, absolutely. Caden Cole, again, he's a good one to have in front of that net, has some good stick skills. Now breaking off, shorty attempt, a shot here. Glove save made, no problem. Just waves the glove, hashtag FTL, flashes the leather, does Peterson on that glove save. Set here with 1:17 left in this first period. 29 seconds left on the man advantage here for the Gophers. Tommies win the faceoff. And they'll moonwalk it back, take some time off that PK, and then whistle it deep behind the net. Gophers forced to retrieve the puck and now work it up ice. 10 seconds left as they cross center ice. Keegan Johnson back in, wheeling, dealing, getting that cycling going and those skates on the move. 3 seconds. Now at the near point, they're going to put it in on front, tried to get a tip that time and turned away. The Gophers, and now trying to catch coming off the bench rather than Madigan. Trying to get deep. He has a goal already. Fires it to the corner and up the ice by Bishop. Applying some pressure. And Myers will not quit. He'll stay with it. 24 seconds now left. Madigan again trying to matriculate around the defense of the Gophers. Wedward picks it up and moves it quickly up ice. Far side. Still some time left here. He'll go coast to coast. Put on a shot into the netting, and we will get ourselves a face-off just to the right of the Tommy goalie.
One period here. We got 11 seconds left. You know, it's going to get better and better. You know, each period is it's just going to get funner and funner here. So, fun hockey to watch.
Hey, 1-0 lead off the draw here. Can the Gophers tie it up? We've seen him do some pretty good things late in the periods, and this one's going to go to the locker room, and the first period is in the books. It's a 1-0 lead. Your thoughts on period number 1?
You know, just as I thought, you know, as the start of the game, you know, this is a big rink, you know, fast teams. You're going to have turnovers. You're going to have opportunities. You got to play solid hockey here. You got to break out of your zone. You got to hit the, you know, tape to tape. You just can't have any breakdowns. When you have those breakdowns, you're going to give both teams opportunities here, and you know that's going to be the story of this game. You know, you've seen some physicality. I think the coach is still talking to the ref, like, what did he do wrong?
Right.
So you're going to have some bigger hits. It's going to be a good period right there. You're going to see pretty much the same here throughout the whole game. I'm impressed with Madigan though. Holy cow, he's been out there I think probably half that period. So I'll go down there and see if I can get some info, and I'll be back. Sounds great, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy Thurman, thank you for joining us here, as he's also the goalie coach with the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. It's a 1-0 lead after 1 on the even strength goal by Anthony Madigan, who picked up goal number 18 on the season. 1-0 after 1 complete in this championship matchup. We'll return with period number 2 in just a moment.
for national ranking. But we can talk about this. We are back here with at the Blaine Ice Arena here, Super Rink, as we get a look at first period play, 1-0 lead on the goal by Madigan, and we are looking at rankings also and some standings as well.
Yeah, I see that.
And get a look here as
I'll tell you, Joe, we being in the locker room, we're just getting up here right now. We've been saying the things that we've been saying here on this broadcast, and Coach Johnson could have said it any better in the locker room. It's like, hey, it's 1-0 here. It could be actually like 3 or 4 to 1. With a couple of pipes hitting there, and little mistakes here and that we've talked about. Not being happy to be here at this game, being happy to win a game. So 2 more solid periods of hockey need to happen, and like I was saying before our break here, man, I'm excited for the next couple of periods. It's going to be fun.
Hey, now we talk about, hey, you want to win this cup, the Carla Berg Cup. However, you got to look at the rankings that are on in front of us right now. St. Thomas seated in just in 3rd place is Minnesota. How does that rankings and everything else affect the qualifying for some of the additional tourneys?
I will say this, the winner of this tournament will get the bid for the regional. And then you have, I think it's the top 3 qualifiers after that, I think, with the tournament. I don't know exactly how that goes, Joe.
Okay.
But I'm almost saying it's like, I think I read that in the tournament brochure. I think it's like, the winner of this gets the berth, and then the next 3 divisions, I think it's like the next 3 get that bid, but we got to play for it. You got to earn it.
And there you get a look at the current standings, both in the northeast and in the southeast here, where St. Tommy's ended up on top this season, was it?
Yeah, but also in here as well, it's like how you do as well. So that does help on your on a national ranking too as well. So I'm not fine-tuned on that. That's a paid volunteer kind of, or a paid person.
Yep. No, that's all right. It was good. I always like an education on it, and we're set to get back to ice play here as both teams return.
But if
Thank
on
you, John, for that update
out
on
there
the
in TV land, feel free to throw in here on YouTube and tell us what's up, because I would like to know as well.
Dobchuk, by the way, received an assist on that goal by Madigan in that first period. It's about 10 minutes in, and also wanted to clarify, too, it is Nick Hansen between the pads here for the Tommies. Had himself an impressive first period, as there wasn't a number under 29. There wasn't a name listed, and there was someone else listed under
nice work.
29, but we got things ferreted out. So we're good to go and set here. So look forward to this second period, and just underway to the stick. Sexton trying to headman it through, picking off that pass. Good hustle, good reach there by the Tommies.
Boy, a lot of water on the rink here.
Always
got to be careful throwing that puck around and having it stop. I've seen it happen many, many, many times.
Circling back, a shot from just the outside of the face-off circle. Deflected. And back the other way. Here comes Bishop. Bishop stops, hits the trailer, moving in.
Right there. See how that puck just stopped right there? And you can't prepare yourself for it either. So
poking at it now, trying to work it out. Good job. Good pressure here. Absolutely. And there's Myers trying to work it.
Whoa.
And Myers
pays for that one.
Does.
See that like her example right there, man. Look at Big Mike's having a hard time with it. Keegan had a hard time with it. There's a pond back there behind the net.
Yeah, it stops on a dime.
They shouldn't play right away. I don't believe. Not in a game like this, man. You got to have from fresh ice. I'd hate to see something happen. A puck stop and something were to happen, and you have to blame it on the rink or something, or you can always blame it on a ref.
yes. Oh, absolutely. It is. It's a tough, but hey, when it's stopping on a dime here.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough.
Tort is back there and sends it to the near corner, just underway in this second period. The Tommies up 1-0.
Right there. It just
pressure,
happened right
backhander.
There too. Man, I'll tell you, unbelievable.
Working from behind the net.
I hate complaining.
Trying to loft it this time, I think. as what you saw from Will Anderson that time to try to get it up to the blue line away from the water. And this one's into the netting, and we'll get ourselves a face-off. And this second period.
That looked like a 7-iron right there. I think he's going in about 140 yards into that par 3.
Yes. Oh, man.
You guys on the live chat here for the stream, more than happy. You guys got any questions or anything, feel free to throw them our way and be more than happy to answer them as best we can. But remember, we are volunteering for this. And
we're good here with, a solid goals against average on the season for Nick Hansen. He has been stellar for the Tommies in that first period. Holding that far point there. Tortoletti, and now pinching in. Here's Will Anderson with a blast.
Great job right there. Who was that?
Getting
I can't see
down
the number
to
yet.
break it there. Number 20 got down to block that.
Yeah, Brenner, man.
For the Tommies.
Took one for the team right there, man. Number 11 for St. Thomas. He took one right up the, I think right up the chest right there. The coach just asked me, he's all right. He's like, hey, it's playoff hockey, man. I'm fine. These hockey players, man, they're just a different breed. I'm telling you, I love watching it. I mean, only sport that can, guy can get 7 stitches and be out their next shift and play, or, you got LeBron James out there with a toenail problem and they can't play for a couple weeks and getting paid millions.
Yeah, they certainly call that loading.
Yeah,
right?
you love hockey
Taking
players.
a seat.
Yep.
Just with the center who was traded from Dallas. Moving in here, looking.
Look at this. Oh, man.
Slides just missed the stick on. Couldn't quite reach on a pass. Good point-blank opportunity, but the Tommies could not convert.
The Gulf defense are just having some little mishaps here and there that's giving St. Thomas that opportunity. That's what Coach Johnson was just talking about in intermission. Do not give them those opportunities. If you don't have it, don't take it. Play smarter. And I think we talked about that,
Do you see them doing anything the Tommies differently?
I don't. I mean, it's just,
that might be confusing the Gophers.
Yeah, I don't see, I think nothing's really changing, how they're playing, or it's just, some could be nerves, some could be just, mistakes, and that's it's going to happen.
Logan Gaddy took that draw and picked up, now back in. Stopping here is Arneson. Arneson trying to feed it to that far corner, just to pass a little bit behind, but Arneson now goes and will try to chase it down behind the net. Joe Rulin, Jimmy Thurman coming to you from the Super Rink in Blaine. This is rink number 1.
You got the Gotti line out here.
Yeah, it is.
You got Gino and Logan out here. 2 great hockey players. Just saw their mom here before the game. Logan, I'm really sorry if I said something about your hustle. You hustle all the time. I love the way you play, bud. So.
Moving it back up, ever so dangerous with the puck right now. Madigan.
A little offside right there.
Yes,
yep,
it was.
I was going to say, I was off yesterday, but I'm not going to be today. I hope so. That was a foot maybe.
So good. So how are the guys in the locker room reacting, to that first period? I know Luke Johnson made and had some input as well, but how do the players respond and getting ready to come out?
Guys need to hear things that they're doing, wrong or right, and that's just life, and that's what coaches' jobs are to do. Try to get him as motivated as possible. Luke comes in, he's going to tell you, he's a guy that's, played the big leagues, knows how to play hockey, as probably most coaches do, that are. And, and what we do for our time, we want them to play just as good, and give them the best advice that coaches can give and let them play the game. We can't play it for them. But I'll tell you one thing, we'll do our best to get them motivated. And I know a lot of coaches out there do the same. It's like you don't want to be Herb Brooks every frickin' period. Kids know how to play hockey.
Yep.
You just got to remind them why you're here and what what's at stake and so forth. So
you get a look at the coaching staff there for the Gophers. Luke Johnson in his 8th season, and you're right. And the old saying, anything every day, every time, isn't always effective. Back in now, here comes the Tommies as they waved off.
Great hustle there by number 8, saving Ardell, boy.
Got to it, now back in. Here comes some explosive skating, moving in. Madigan looking for another goal, and the Gopher player heads to the boards right after the shot.
I'll tell you, number 7 here, Madigan, he's like a gnat at a barbecue in a hockey game. You just, you hate playing against him. You love him playing with you, man. He's that kind of hockey player. He's solid as Sears, man.
Kicking it back up, you mentioned he is a leading scorer for the Tommies this season and picked up his 18th goal in that first period for the Tommies. Back the other way, the assist went to Dobchek on that one goal. Still a 1-0 lead. Tommy's cutting right in here, streaking
good
in.
Give and go there by Bish to Keegs right there.
Quickly moving around, you see a burst of speed. And the play that time by Wheaton.
I'll tell you, what a great play by Anderson right there, boy. I'll tell you what, he's just, man, I'll tell you what, his last probably 5-6 games, he's just playing so solid. Look at this.
Point blank opportunity just on top of the crease, unable to put it away, and finally moved beyond the blue line by the Gophers and promptly sent right back in again by the Tommies. Moving it off the glass here, that's going to draw a whistle. And we've got the ice here at 14:55 to play, second period. Still a 1-0 lead. To get a look at the coaching staff there for the Tommies and the bench. All on board again.
Great staff right there. You know, we've been against these guys many years, and, you know, they know what they're doing. So there's no big rivalry in coaches. We just got teams that love to play against one another, and it's a lot of fun.
16-4 for the Tommies. Bouncing off that board behind the goal. Now trying to take it behind. I still think there's some water that has accumulated.
I know. I will say too, but I would love to see this new rink. I haven't seen it yet this year.
Skating through, nice little toe drag, moves it across, tries to get a little chance to an opening that time by Keegan Johnson, but nicely blocked.
Tarleton, man, I'll tell you, there's going to be a penalty right there on Tarleton, I think it is. Number 2, let's see here, number 12, yeah. Tarleton, I was just going to comment on his play right there, and he turns around and hog-piled, I think it was Luke Myers there. But great defense right there, man. Just, you know, you got tied up, and that's what happens.
Yeah, just prior to that, you saw Keegan come in and try to drag it back across the middle.
Yep, thank you for reminding me right there. I just saw the replay. Yeah, you know, Keegan's doing his little back drag there and trying to, you know, shake and bake the goalie. He's playing solid, man, so you got to get him moving.
Off the face-off, missing the net there. Third power play opportunity for the Gophers here. We are early into the second period. Moving it near side now, back up top, crossed away. Shot here from above the dot, right deflected. Good block.
Who was that, 27 for
getting it back
Tommies.
Again. Working it back. Another round here.
Tommies
back
are playing
to the
that box.
point.
They're gonna make you come in, man. You gotta earn your goal here. Get me moving. Look at the big man up front here doing his job.
Caden Cole has it back on his stick. Now circles, reverses ice in the corner. Arneson tries to get to it, and Cole has it back.
Great job by Cole right there.
Engelbrecht drops it back again to Caden Cole. Cole trying to find an angle on which to pursue. Takes it, pass across the way. Sometimes just a...
You know, you look in front of that net, you know, you got big bodies in front of that net, and it's like, you know, you always hear at a hockey game, shoot the puck, hit the puck. There's just there's nobody you can, I mean, you got to block the front of the net. You can't, all you can do is hit somebody, you know?
That's the third block shot here on the power play. Good one.
That opening right there. Good job.
Almost got the nice tip.
Yep.
Finding a seam. Obbit also with that big body in front trying to screen. Shot here, down low, loose puck into the slot. John able to hold the zone that time, and Cole will go back, and still 30 seconds left on the man advantage.
Got to get out of gas, get out, get a couple new guys on here, some fresh bodies.
Just one of those bodies new, and that's Myers.
You got the big man up front here.
Obbit posting up there in front. Trying to work as that screen. There's a wrister, a shot, and sent right back out again. Shot that time by Kuznick. I'm not sure it made it all the way through, but just 5 seconds left.
Oh, no!
And a chance of coming right back.
What a save by OB! You got to be kidding me!
He reached out, and we'll get a look at that one here. And then next stoppage of play. What an outstanding save. Can you imagine the emotion?
I will tell you what, I've never seen anything like that. I don't know if the puck stopped on the water back there still or what, but can we get a replay on that, John?
I think that was all Owen Peterson as he got back into the play.
There it is right here. He's going for the wraparound, and he gets, he got his pad on it. What a save. That was phenomenal. That was great.
Good Lord, I thought that was in. I thought that was a foregone conclusion. Back again, now some numbers. Trying to feed it to Bishop.
That 12-foot stick he's got there.
Moving it back in, now in front again. Race to the puck, and Myers will get there first. Both teams back at full strikes. Successful penalty kill.
Man, that was incredible.
Lofting it back, it's deflected on the pass attempt by Myers. Myers gets to the slot here, looks for the puck, now tries to get to the corner. Gophers trying to get a payoff here on that long possession.
Big job by Tate right there.
Yeah, Bishop, and it flickers high in the air, finally settled. 11:20 to go. Second period. Myers is in that corner, coming over, challenges Madigan.
And Gophers are leaving a lot of guys open up front.
Looking in the front, Madigan there, couldn't get the stick on it. Holding the zone, near point, then trying to redirect it. It goes to the near corner, circling back behind the net. The Tommies.
With this big ice, you got to play the body. You have to let these guys, you cannot let these guys go in this big rink. You got to definitely take the body on this. Can't let Tommies just skate around.
Bishop that time trying to lead his line mate in just a little bit too far ahead, and they make a line change here on the fly. Tommy's trying to work it in. Shot here, beautiful save, cutting in. Boy, did he sears his way in. I couldn't tell if he got the shot off or not, but nonetheless, that was a burst of speed.
Did he come out of the box play that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What a great play.
What a burst. And back now to the corner, and stopping it there will be Peterson, making the save of the game already here in the second period. We'll keep pass ahead, just missed connecting that time to Mogren.
Just missed that, boy. They'd have been off to the races.
Nice stretch pass, just couldn't quite connect. Now this one, pitchforked to center ice. Backing it up, giving it up. Chance cutting in. Now follows support. A deflection into the netting, over the top of the net. My goodness. Point blank opportunity.
I'll tell you, you know what? I just hate repeating myself, but that's hockey right there. You know, we talked about it. You know, the mistake two, mistake three, all of a sudden, boom, you get 1-2 shots off. Wow.
What
an incredible, like, probably 5 minutes of hockey here, man.
Flurry of opportunities.
Championship hockey probably at its finest right now.
Another look right there. Not just one wave, but a couple of waves and attempts. And Peterson has been playing strong as we are at the midway mark here of this matchup. 10:09. And we'll drop the puck here in the second period. Peterson has held them closer than you would imagine. 1-0 lead for the Tommies, but they could have added a couple more.
Nor down there doing a great job battling in the corner.
Oh, yes.
Him and Marcelli, these two guys have been playing together for a while. They know how to dice it.
Cutting it back up here near point. Lofting this high. Now bringing it in, trying to bang his way in just below the dot. 24 there for the Tommies, and now working it out in the corner. Sexton was there. He's taking a swat there. Arneson, they can move it out to the neutral zone. And now a carry-in costs the other, sending it to the opposite corner. The Tommies trying to get her back, has a chance. Now moving in, pass, one-time shot, and they score!
Another, tell you, I keep saying it, can't have those breakdowns there. Just inside that pipe, too.
Brady Canor, that time it looked like an off-speed pitch because he didn't get everything on it. And Peterson went from one side to the other, almost overskated on that save attempt.
Yep, Will right there, Sexton. He's got to throw that stick out front there and get in front of that, not behind it. So
Brady Canor picks up the goal, his 8th of the season. And the Tommies find themselves up 2-0. With 9:17 to go here in that second period.
Man, this could be a 7-1 ball or a 7-0 game right now.
Yeah.
Gophers need a momentum swing here. You know, they need something to get them ignited here. You know, and it's the team that has huge heart. You know, and they need something that's going to just get them rocking and rolling here. You know. Yeah, Nor doing his job there. I was saying, they were dicing down there on that right side there from us, and, it's a big rink. I keep, trying to tell everybody this isn't a smaller rink, but, man, there's a lot of room to play hockey on this rink.
Well, let's see how the Gophers respond here. Just under 9 to play second period. They overcame a 2-goal deficit in the third period yesterday to pick up a 4-3 win versus Crookston, who is the number 2 team in those rankings. And let's see what The Gophers here can stir up.
Here we go.
All alone, getting behind. 2-on-1 opportunity. Holding for the shot, taking the shot, and the save.
Goal, man.
Gotta feel like you're on an island if you're Peterson.
Yeah. That should be interference right there, but...
Skating across here, and now check. Moving it back behind and losing the puck there is Madigan as he was pushed to the ice. Cross rink just missing that pass, almost like stopping the stride. The Gophers there. Back again. The Tommies gain the line. Good motion here and a pile up, and the net is loose.
Something.
But what do you do, hey, as a goalie? From your perspective, they're coming in, and that last breakaway, you have the forward waiting for support to come.
You can see, Owen, he's out there, he's cutting that angle off. He's waiting. He's got two guys, who's going to have it. That's the adrenaline of being a goalie. You just don't know what's going to happen. So, perfect play by, that whole transition right there. We've seen it all from Opie this period. Oh,
my gosh. What a range of saves and situations that he has seen. I would have liked the camera on the top, a little GoPro on his top of his helmet here for that.
Sweet.
When he got back to make the save. 3-on-2 quickly emerges here. Wrister going far side, and that time Bishop right didn't try to go midsection. He tried to hit one of those upper 90 areas.
Yeah, I love to see that. Bish ain't going to forget where he shoots, trust me. I think that last one he had one-on-one with them. He hit him in the breadbasket. He's going to smoke him on a corner. He'll keep going until he gets it.
Under 8 to play here, second period. A 2-0 lead. Picked up on the goal by Noor for the Tommies, and they take it right back behind the net. They're at the hall or across from the boards there and signage, and trying to dig it out now in the corner. I'm watching some play kind of in front of the net to see how the Gophers get the breakout, and this time they try to put it on the stick of Bishop. Cannot connect, but Keegan Johnson is there, circles back, drops it to the defense, and then moving it up here. Disrupted just inside the blue line by the Tommies, and the Tommies take possession, but Bishop has no quit in him. He continues to dig at it, and now here's a chance for Keegan Johnson. Johnson with the drop pass to Bishop. Bishop puts it on, gets the tip, and Luke Myers tries to scoop up, and he tried to get around.
Oh, what an opportunity there.
He was trying to settle that rebound. Was Myers has it now again. This time was going to put it out to that far point, and it moves beyond the blue line, and now the Gophers will dump it right back in. Good scoring opportunity. Hit
was
the
that
post.
Off the pipe right there?
It does, just the outside part of the post, I think. Kicked in, bouncing, settling.
Oh boy.
Wedward gets at it.
We're seeing it all this period. If you guys are all tuning in and watching, man, this is a great game.
Dropping now, here come the Tommies, setting up behind their net. And the outlet goes right to the stick. Sexton, he sends it right back in, gives a little thank you stick to number 13 there for the Tommies. Sexton has to hustle back. Dropping it, waving it. Mogren now has it. He'll set it up. Cross rink. Puts it there on the stick of Woodward. Dropping it. A good look here. Marginell over the top of the net. Had a good look that time, but did not get it on goal. Mogren chases it down, pinching in the Gophers on the far side, and Wedward has to chase back to pick up the biscuit here with 5.5 to play. In the second period, hey, it's just a matter, what, momentum matters. And
well, we seen it yesterday, same kind of game, we're wondering what was going to happen, and, we got 3 unanswered goals in 3 or 4 minutes.
Hey, it just helps to kind of have that mindset that it's possible, and you got to have that mindset to begin. Down 2 here to the Tommies. Wrangling, banging it out in the corner. Good job to hold. Tate sends it down low.
It's all over the place.
Arneson gets it right back to the near point here. Wrister that time trying to find its way home. Will Anderson held it there, back again, quickly rushing back. Noor, who just picked up the second goal, had it roll off of his stick. Tommies are coming right back again, right to the midsection, and Peterson collects that and secures it for no rebound. 4:43 left here in period number 2.
Yeah, you know, I've been kind of watching, like, you know, times on the ice here too. You guys are getting super tight. I don't know if they're like being used to playing on this. Obviously, the whole weekend they've been playing on here, but you know, you get tired quicker on this rink. You know, so I think quicker shifts possibly too as well. It's a tight-nosed game here, man. I'll tell you. You know, smart hockey.
Off the face-off, here come the Gophers near side. Arneson, who had a goal yesterday in the win versus Crookston, tries to work it up. Knocks the stick there out of the Tommy's forward and seals it to the corner. Trying to position himself there is Kreutzmann. Kreutzmann had it momentarily. Now a chance here for the Tommies. Skating quickly, 3-on-2 emerges. They quickly and briskly move that up the ice.
Stone King, he just gets that couple good strides, boy. He's gone. Took like 3 or 4 strides across that center ice, boy. And
that's an engine. He has 3.5. Gophers are back now, trying to work it up from behind their own goal, trying to find the right avenue. Drops back here to the near corner. And the Gophers up ice, just beyond the blue line. Here comes the speedster, Peterson. He's the catalyst here on this line, trying to split the defense, leaves it there. Cerrone unable to get there first and try to collect, pinching in Obbit.
Bouncing all over the place.
That is. Cooking it back in front. Nice save there. Quickly, a quick shot. Just a quick catch and release off the stick. And a nice save by Peterson. And Ethan Peterson takes an elbow and keeping back, getting the ball back. Oh my, top shelf.
Nice toe drag right there, going upstairs.
What a toe drag.
Yeah.
And put that top shelf with the peanut butter just under the crossbar. What a move. What an explosive stride.
Right there, just showing his skill. I mean, you can see him coming in. Throws a little toe drag. Boom, upstairs. Oh. What a goal.
I got to tell you, as a goalie, when you have somebody coming in with that type of speed, how do you stay focused on what you want to? What are you focusing on at that point?
As far as being a goalie, I mean, obviously you get to come out, cut that angle off. You know, you had 2 guys coming in at you too, so I think he just found himself just a little bit pinched in the back of the net there, and you know, just giving too much to that corner. But what a great shot, though. I mean,
strong strides, explosive.
Right there, boy.
Second goal of the season there for Tarleton. And now the Tommies a 3-0 lead with under 3 to play in the second period.
Here we go with 3-on-1 here.
And chance to really cut into this deficit. Toe drag that time coming back. Behind somebody getting the stick. Keegan Johnson pulled the trigger. The initial shot was fanned on.
Talked about this, I think, in the very beginning of this tournament about hot goaltenders, man. The Gophers are throwing everything at him.
There's the replay. Yeah, got it.
He's stopping everything he can.
Keegan Johnson with that second opportunity.
Give Keegs a lot of credit right there. You know, I think Myers may have whiffed on that, and Keegs is right behind him and got that puck and just missed it. I don't know if the goalie got a part of that or what, but.
Well, hey, you know what? The key here, good pass out now to Keegan. Johnson carries in. Tries to get around. Nice job defensively there to stop that momentum of the puck. Deflected back, and 2 things certainly matter, as you mentioned, Jimmy. Goaltending matters, momentum matters.
Oh, yeah.
But you get that momentum from that goaltending behind first the Tommies. Will try to set it up with $1:40 left in the second period. They put up a crooked number of goals, and 2 in the second. Now a chance to cut to the deficit. Meyer skates in, waits for support.
Good
pinned up against the board.
Right there.
Yep, Shear comes over and locks him up. And now more pressure coming in. Pickpocketed. Well, it's the Gophers defenseman now trying to work it back. He's being bothered there time and time again by Gaddy. Breakout, neutral zone over center ice. Mogren with this shot hits the skate block. Loose puck is there, and now a pile up in front. Little pushing, shoving continues.
Tarleton and Kuba going at it here in front of there, a little scrum. Kuba's not afraid of not too many people in this rink.
And sometimes you find a way, maybe physicality, a way to kind of get a momentum charge for the team. $1:06 left in the second period. All 3 goals.
Oh, what the fight there.
Good job, good tip. Oh. And in front there is Obbett. Obbett gets quickly back up to his skates. Exchanges it, far corner. Now trying to move it across the way. Down low to Obbett. Underneath that goal line. Now resurfacing. Top of the face-off circle and give and go. Gathering it.
Got to get that puck on.
Drop pass. Here's the shot. This one in front. Stop, turn. Peterson had a look. Denied. A nice save by Hansen.
Through that big old herd in front of the net, boy. I'll tell you, it's just harder and harder for the Ghosts, you know.
Good opportunity. A couple of good opportunities for the Gophers. Yep. Here late in the second period. They need to start cutting into a 3-goal deficit. They'll charge it to the corner, toss it down. Sexton is there. He's trying to move it back behind. Quick wraparound. There was a chance. Obbett almost with that big reach.
Got it. Oh, man, he almost put that in the net right there. Oh, what an opportunity.
They'll send it right back in again as the second period has expired. 2 even strength goals. They put the crooked number up in goals, do the Tommies, and take a 3-0 lead into the second intermission. And what will be that plan for that third period other than just needing to score? But how do you score?
How exactly? I mean, how do you? I mean, you know, the Ghosts definitely had a little bit more opportunity of getting that puck in the net here. But, you know, I think we got to stir it up in front of that net a little bit more and get to the net and try not to be so fancy and getting plays here and there. You know, you got a great team. You know, you 2 great teams here, and it's a chess game, you know, and I think, you know, you're going to have 20 minutes to get it done. So, I don't know, man. This is regroup and see what the coach put together, and I'll go down to the locker room and see what's up, and I'll come back and give you my 2 cents, and we'll go from there.
That's it. This is the second consecutive 2026. Well, this is the 2026 Carla Berg Cup in the championship matchup. It's the second consecutive season that the Gophers have ended up playing in the championship matchup here and at the Super Rink on Rink 1. So we'll step away, take a break. It's a 3-0 lead for the Tommies. The Tommies come in with a mark of 16-4 for the Gophers. They themselves also an impressive season at 18-8-1. But right now it's the Tommies up top. They have a mark of 3-0 lead as we take a break, step away after 2 complete. Welcome back to the Super Rink in the broadcast we have for you here. Joe Rulin along with Jimmy Thurman. And this is the 2026 Carla Berg Cup. And at the end of two complete, about to start the third, we've got the Tommies up by a 3-0 margin. And all those goals come the way are on, they've been even strength goals. Shots on goal after two complete, 23-17 in favor of the Gophers. Of course, Owen Peterson facing an assortment of shots, including one fantastic save he made near the end of almost a shorty attempt by the Tommies as they were skating off a penalty. Just one of many great saves for Peterson. Meanwhile, between the pipes for St. Thomas is Nick Hansen out of Avon, Minnesota, doing a great job as well, and stopping everything in his way, minimizing rebounds too, which is kind of that game changer. The goals for St. Thomas, first one in that first period came the way of Anthony Madigan, even strength goal. Goal number 18 on the season for him. It was assisted by Torin Dobchuk. Dobchuk picked up the dime on the goal by Madigan in that first period, and it was 1-0 after one complete second period. And a chance to see some more excellent play, and it was Brady Knorr who picked up his 8th goal of the season. 8th goal for Knorr in that second period, and then meanwhile at the end of that second, the third goal tallied by the Tommies was by Ben Tarleton, and he sliced and diced with an explosive move through the crease and just under the crossbar. And that has given the Tommies a 3-0 lead. After two complete, the players not quite on the ice or the officials just yet. Taking a while to get the players back out. And the officials as well. So clean sheet of ice ready to get at it for this third period. And again, this is the second consecutive year for the Minnesota Gophers playing in the Carla Berg Cup championship. There's the officials set to go here on this third period of play. Let's see what kind of feistiness and tenacious play that the Gophers can come out with. Again, they overcame a 2-goal deficit to start that third period last night to pick up a win over Crookston by a score of 4-3. So thanks for joining us here. Jimmy will be joining us back here in just a moment as well. As you see, hey, a very explosive team, but the Tommies, they've scored now a total of 132 goals on the season and surrendered just 52. That's a pretty impressive differential. Gophers, on the other hand, have surrendered 90 goals and scored 138 en route to the record of 18-8-1-1. Jimmy will be joining us shortly as they come back from the locker room, and we get our third period underway and set here from the Super Rink in Blaine, Minnesota, rink number 1. If you want to come out and join us, we'll get you the shot here of the rink as we get back here on play. And Jimmy, thanks for getting back with us, and let us know what transpired and what was the key message in that locker room.
Well, first time I've ever lost my cool. It was all good. You know, it's competition. You know, competition's gonna make guys do things, and you can see on the bench, you know, we're ready to go, and it's just frustration, you know, of not being able to put puck in the net. You know what I mean? And that's gonna happen. And I think we said this yesterday. You know, the worst lead to have in hockey is that 3-1 lead. So look, if we could get one in the net here right away, get that mojo going. Like, you know, yesterday I said, hey, you know, we pounced 3 goals in, what, 4 minutes, I think it was?
Correct.
Look for that magic to happen, see what happens. It's hockey, so we'll see what goes on.
Yeah, and what is it that you're seeing, hey, from the Tommies as a whole as well, that that's really making it difficult for the
They got great defense. You know what I mean? They're clearing out in front of that net. They're not giving too many, clear shots when we do have that puck. As you and Mike can both see, I mean, the congestion in front of these nets, they're not. The defense got the puck, but they just don't have that clear shot. I mean, you get been at wild games where you hear, "Oh my God, shoot the puck!" And you're just like, well, they would do it. I mean, these guys are getting paid millions to play hockey, but there's just no opportunity to shoot. So
absolutely, the delay here getting started, is that for the water that's on there?
I hope so, because the last period I think we talked about it, and I think it had happened a couple times. But
yeah, you can kind of see some mini ponds out there from these angles as the
get the poles out, do a little trolling. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like you said, I mean,
it did really stall a lot of momentum really for the first 5-6 minutes of that second period before they could get things going.
Yeah.
I mean, even passing the puck out of the zone, it would stop in that left corner. As we look to our left, you could see the water and then the puck just dropping on a dime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the puck, you can see the refs out here skating around, kind of throwing the puck around, see if it will stop here and there. Actually, I really like that they're doing this, to be honest with you.
Yes. I mean, hey, the game itself has been moving at such a fast pace. Right. It's worth taking a few extra minutes to let that water settle before play begins. And we are ready here. And we're going to drop it in. The Gophers on the puck hunt. Some blistering pace by Keegan Johnson coming in on the attack. Deflects into the netting. And a good pace of play. I know I spoke briefly with Luke Johnson before the game, and he's like, I really enjoyed how we kind of turned it up a notch, and probably like to see us come out pretty aggressive.
Yeah, that you got to have, you got to buzz, man. Like I said, there's 20 minutes here. It's go time.
So I mentioned all even strength goals for the Tommies. Coming right in here and sparring and getting a shot. There's Sexton holding the zone on that rebound. Could not capitalize, but Bishop wants to take the shot. They get the stick out to deflect to the Tommies in time. Bishop gets another run. Tries to set up a teammate, now moving it up. Sexton.
There you go. See that puck stopping there. I mean, that's...
Yep, trying to move it towards that goal, and it's stopping. Good play here by Sexton to keep Keegan. Trying to hit Kuznick coming right in here off the bench.
Yeah, you can, that Keegan line just came out that first shift. Boy, they stuck it to him right away. So good momentum. I like what I see with the guys right now. They know the urgency of getting a goal on that board. And that 3-1 lead isn't secure when you got 3-1. So
Madigan, he'll stop, try to reverse, loses an edge at the half wall, and Abbott comes up from behind his own goal. A lead man pass. Peterson will carry in. Stops right there on the dime, loses possession, and back out onto the stick and guided deep by Madigan. Trying to work it over there was Engelbrecht, and now holding the zone. Not for long. Back in on the chase.
Oh.
Wow.
That was close.
Yeah, it was very close. And on the ice, so we'll take it back just into the neighborhood with Peterson. Owen Peterson. Shots on goal, Jimmy, for the end of that second period. 23 for the Gophers, 17 for the Tommies.
I knew it in my mind that the Ghost outshot him. That's good to know. Thank you for that stat, because, the Gophers have been putting a lot of pressure on Tommies here, and they got a hot goalie as well, so somehow they gotta break the barrier here, and work harder to do it, I guess, and see what happens.
Start off with some good quality shots here at near point. Rister the side, they score.
Oh. Just talking about it right there, boy. Good job by Abed up front. Tate, taking that time, doing a great shot by Tate right there on the ice, giving that deflection. Exactly the momentum and talk we talked about coming out of that locker room, boy. This is what these guys needed to get that momentum going.
Toward the lap with that shot. It wasn't much of it's not about that velocity as it is so much the accuracy to put it in the right spot and right on the doorstep, and Tortolot did that. He'll pick up a dime on the assist, and the Gophers are up top just like that with a goal, and everything can change. You get rid of that goose egg, and the goal will go to Abbott. For Abbott,
Yeah,
picks up goal number 16.
What a change, though, man. It's just amazing how that momentum. I mean, they came out right away, storming. I loved it. You know, now you got 17 minutes to keep that same pace, keep that same drive.
16th goal of the season there for Abbott. Dialing it up now. We'll see how the Tommies respond. But hey, right out of the gate, you couldn't get one any sooner, and with a sense of urgency.
Yeah,
just 2 minutes in. Shot here, deflected by Peterson into the netting. And you get many times, as we talked, the Gophers have the advantage of shots on goal, but it's sometimes the more efficient shots on goal that matter. And boy, they made that pay off.
Yeah,
and you know,
that's great.
When you experience what you've experienced, for instance, yesterday for the Gophers, overcoming that 2-goal deficit, they've done that a couple of times. Hey, to the number 2 team, there's a shot near point, and that is gathered up and collected. You start to believe, because you go, hey, it hits that switch that says, hey, we got this.
You know, I brought that up in the locker room. It's ironic you brought it up. It's like, hey, we did it yesterday. There's no reason why you can't do it today. It's all, all in your head.
That's part of the successful teams. They experience that success. They believe they can do it, and they see the Gophers here. In front, there's Keegan Lufton saucing that shot in front of the net. Cutting back, here's the speedster coming in again. Rister getting some separation. He's so good at getting that separation, Madigan.
You know, no offense to him, he's a great hockey player, but he, like I said, he's like a gnat at a barbecue. He just won't go away, boy. He's an unbelievable hockey player. One of the reasons why he's one of the top scorers. You know, he's just he's a package.
Off center ice, scooped up, coming in to try to pursue that loose puck.
But I'll tell you what, you know, you couldn't have designed it any better to coming into this period and getting a quick goal here in, you know, first 3 minutes. You know, I'm sure everybody in that bench is a little bit, I know, maybe their mindset's just a little bit different, saying, hey, that's when you start believing, man. You got to just be confident.
It just kind of wakes you up, right? It kicks it.
Well, not only that, it's going to tell, you know, St. Thomas said, I don't think they've ever, well, they have had, but you know, they're probably wondering too, like, when are these guys coming? You know, when is this team gonna like kicking in gear or what have you? You know, I mean, and they waited for them, and here they are. So, you know, that's what makes hockey and sports competition so great, man.
And here's that 2-goal lead we talked about yesterday, and let's see if they can draw it, or hey, they want to be able to jump right back into within that 1 goal. You get within 1, and then that's a whole different perspective. Kiting in now, Tommy's moved off the stick that time and sent back as Brennan Hogan.
Oh,
the
good
ice
hustle right there.
It is.
Dylan, boy, I'll tell you what.
He's been flying here this afternoon. The 2026 Carla Berg Cup championship. You guys were in it last season as well in the championship.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. It's a huge tournament for these boys. Definitely like to get one at the old trophy stand here at the U, that's for sure.
Well, to get a look here after that deflection, the face-off will come just to the left of Owen Peterson out of Andover, Minnesota.
Look forward to watching these guys, you know, watching the Ghosts and getting the quick guys out, you know, quick shifts. Looks like, you know, to me, it's like this Abbott line's getting a little bit more success than other lines, you know. So maybe see Johnson maybe going toward this line a bit more.
Do you find that they're matching up against a particular other line
you know, I don't know.
differently?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, it's
all about the rotations. And
look at that!
Scores! Oh my!
There you go! There's
Nasty.
a great play right there. I don't know. I think it was who was that back there? I think it was Ethan Peterson out front, you know.
It was Peterson, and I
was just talking
Kuznick
about
maybe
this.
coming from back behind.
Yeah, I think you might be right. You know, Kuznick, my daughter was just talking about his brother's in the crowd here with a shoulder injury, and, you know, watching his bigger brother play, and here we are. Hey.
Look at that coming from behind. It buries it.
You know, right there is a prime example of, you know, how hockey is. You know, I will tell you what happened here at intermission is first time I think in my 4 years I blew my cool with these boys, and I said, you guys are better than this. and you owe it to all your teammates. And I can't tell you how much it means to me that these guys came out and put 2 goals up here in the first 5 minutes, man. This is awesome. So this is great.
Boy, and Peterson wasted little time, did Ethan?
And, as I was just telling you here, and, here, Coach over here at St. Thomas, it's like these guys woke up and I look forward to a barn burner finish here, man.
Kuznick does get the dime, one of the 2. I didn't get the first one, but for Peterson, he was sitting there right on the doorstep. His 4th goal of the season, and an excellent work from behind. A timeout whistled on behalf of the Tommies. A good call there, because you can kind of feel that whole shift happening, right?
Well,
it's
yeah. I mean, you can say a lot, in situations. I mean, did the Tommies play a little different coming out of that 3rd period? It's like, do you feel too confident? There's so many things you can say as a coach or what have you. Both teams are hungry. They're both going to come after you. They're up 3 goals. Who knows? But guess what? Now we got a way different ball game. So. And this is what it's all about here, and I love the turnaround here. And as I was saying here, this line just seems to be, there's a little bit different step in this line right here, and good for them, man, to get the 2nd goal here.
It was the first line yesterday that made a surge to come back from that 2-goal deficit.
Yeah, right.
The goals for everyone on that line, but here it's been the 2nd line, as you mentioned. They got a little bit more jump in their step, but get up and go. And Autobid with that 1st goal, and Ethan Peterson converts the 2nd. Peterson coming in now, getting back on the ice. A big blast here, blocks follow-up shot there by Autobid, and then Kuznick.
Yeah, I thought there was too many guys on the ice right there, but maybe not.
Coming on right back, a good wrister here to the slot, deflected away, unable to pull the trigger on the shot that time. Coming in that time was Winston Wheaton. Quick line change, a whistle for the ice does Tommy's in a whole different perspective, right?
Yeah, if you're in this hockey rink and you don't know what's coming, this is intense. This is what coming to sporting events is all about right here.
A different feel to the air and some different
quiet
energy.
Like a golf event.
Wow.
Is Tiger going to make that putt?
Absolutely. This is good. Hit Sexton. Good job to hold. Sends it to the opposite corner. Pinching in right now in the behind.
I'll tell you right now, look at this. This line right here is going to turn and burn. I just got a feeling this line right here is going to do some hurting.
Keegan picking up his pace behind the net just to get back out in front, diffused by a nice defensive play.
Nice
but still able to
by Myers, man.
Forechecking here to keep possession, but now it's on the stick of the Tommies on the breakout. Trying cross center ice and give a dump deep. Getting there first, Sexton, he tries to wheel it around and he gets it there to Myers waiting at center ice.
Well, I'll tell you, great job by 11 there, Bish.
Big shot, rebound, kicked out. Nice shot and the
Arnie
rebound.
was right there on that rebound, boy. I tell you what, he was a little bit off-centered, but man, oh man, if he would have been turned around, that could have been a different ball game. I could have tied it up right there. Myers
had it for a moment. Big shot here off the mark, and Peterson.
No, I was saying on watching that, but Bischoff, he's down there. He hustles back in that back check, comes down. I mean, that was one of the best shifts I've seen of him this game. Great job.
Caden had it there,
Caden.
Cole.
Oh, kept it in. Great job.
Kick back, a little crisscross connection there, trying to find it open. Just under 13 to play, an exciting 3rd period. That's been the trend for these Gopher games, is they've been able to
what is that?
come alive in the 3rd period, and Jimmy appeared to disagree with the icing.
Tate's right here on the red line. He dumps it in, and I don't know, was it called for icing or what? Oh, wow, it must have been. Holy cow. There's you talk about momentum. You know what I mean? Oh. And that's what the rest I just talked about at the beginning of the game. Is like, man, they've been calling such a great game. Let these kids play hockey. I mean, so are we going to call a foot off the red line now from here on out? That's going to be like the complaint probably from both coaching staff. It's like, hey, man.
Deflects, now holding the zone, a quick shot, glove save. Flashing that leather again. There's Owen Peterson.
Number 4, boy, I'll tell you, Shears just got that shot, boy.
Yeah, I mean, boy, you talk about someone in his career kind of emerging here this season. 9 goals, 18 assists, for sure.
Oh, look at this!
Catched. 2-on-1. Here comes Cole. Caden Cole with it to Arneson.
Oh, what a save! Oh my God! What a save right there!
Moving from one side to the other.
Man. Wow!
Arneson stymied on this shot, set up by Caden Cole.
Look at that save right there. That, oh my word, that's incredible.
Oh, and Nick Hansen.
Oh man!
Mark that one. Bookmark that on your mental hard drive.
Oh,
it could
God.
be the Cole.
I'll tell you, man, being a goalie, you love watching great saves, and that was unbelievable.
Back through again, and we've seen a couple of them also from Peterson. Talk about that in a moment. One wheeled to the corner.
What a save by OP though down there. He's on one knee, cockeyed. Oh, a big hit right there. Kuba's got clocked there. I don't know who that was from. Oh man, I can't get over what a save that was, man. Holy cow!
Getting off
and another big hit.
Dialed it up now, getting the puck loose to an alley. Shot here blocked on the shot attempt that time by Wheaton.
I don't know. Was that from the hit right there? Or?
I thought the player went off who absorbed that check, and I was trying to check that number.
But no, the check was by the boards, but
yeah.
Did a replay on there, Johnny, at all? Or I didn't see what happened right there. I don't know. I think there was congestion. I don't know who had the puck that went around and shot that, but a bunch of guys collided right there. I don't know if it was.
And I thought I saw Tarleton heading to the bench first after that collision in the corner. Just kind of doubled over, and then I missed behind the play here on what transpired, and the player getting back to his own feet here, number 17, and it's Noah who scored the second goal.
Yeah, like. Tell you, I don't know what happened up front there. Can't get that replay in there, but man, oh man, just
physicality here in the third period has gone to another level. But
we had, I don't think it was Kuba got hit down in the far side, and then Mogren comes up in front of the bench and he delivers a big hit. Hope he's Nora's doing okay down there or on the bench.
And hey, of course,
get up, up on his feet and get over to the bench. So.
Nick Hansen with some stellar saves, especially that last shot and attempt.
My heart's still racing on that one, man. That was incredible.
Hey, and you can't forget about that Owen Peterson save.
Right.
Another ice whistled here. 11:32 to play. Faceoff will come back into the Owen Peterson neighborhood.
Wow. This doesn't make you this love much. I don't know what it does.
It took the Gophers just a little less than 2 minutes to bring that deficit back to within a goal. Down 3-0 to start this period. Now back to within 1 at 3-2. We may have to call them the cardiac kids. Moving in, shot, blessed. This one misses the net. Corralling, crashing to the corner, trying to get back in front of the net. Kuznick was there. Now Peterson puts another shot on. Peterson is blistering some of those shots. His burst of speed, and that is really catching the Tommies off guard.
By defenseman Will Anderson there, man. He's keeping that puck in.
Yep.
Getting out of that offensive-minded, I think he loved the last couple of goals he's got. He's like, man, I kind of like this scoring stuff, but it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and Will picked up the game-winning goal on Friday night against the Mavericks. This one's fluttered high, takes the bounce, settles.
Well, you see a lot of that flip pass now. Isn't that crazy?
It is.
I mean, you'd never have guessed in hockey that's the play to be. Oh, smoking hit down there. Luke Meyer just got roasted by, I don't know who that was.
They are definitely picking up that pace. Maybe a mini retaliation for an early check. Good puck movement here. Torch puts the shot on in the last minute.
Another smoking, on the ice shot. Wow.
That was an STP hashtag, a hashtag of a stack to one pad. Stack to pad save by Hansen. That had some gusto on it. That wrister just inside the blue line by Torch. Now coming back.
Good
Redirected.
Right
hey, that back check really redirected that pass to the winger wide open. Back will come Bishop. Bishop circles behind, puts it in front of the mess, in front of the net.
No,
just kind of tossed it. Trying to get it to that low slot or just up above the crease. And finally skating out now. Working it back again. And there's Sure with it. Here gets it lifted. Stick lifted back. Here will come Arneson. Arneson's had it going
down
on.
the far side. You got him trailing.
Caden Cole there to help out. After the collision off the boards, it comes back here to the Tommies. Noor,
big save.
Just coming back into play after being on the ice for some extended time. Good to see him out, and he almost got his second goal of the game. We're just midway through this third period point-blank opportunity.
OP there. Man, back and forth, this action-packed here. Holy cow.
Peterson.
There's a reason why these guys are number 1 and 2, boy. I'll tell you what, that's incredible.
There's a replay. Here's a save coming up by Peterson. And
look at this out here, he's cutting the angle, doing that slide save right there. Look at his eyes focused on the puck. You know, same thing coming out, cutting that angle down. Man, what a goaltending on both sides is just phenomenal.
Championship level hockey here on Super Bowl Sunday.
Well, I tell you what, the Super Bowl is just fun. It's gonna be a fun day today.
Holds at the far point, now cuts down, moves it down low, and behind the net there's Noor. Tries to center, but hits the net. Abbott, who got the Gophers going as the first goal of the game, tries to collect the puck and move it out.
That's crazy. They called it on Big Mike there the first period. It's almost the same exact play right there.
Dumping
Mike,
it
watching that,
Yes. Peterson rushes over to the board trying to get it loose. Does. He kicks it down below. And now tangled up here right about midboard again. Finally, a little hacky sack-like play.
Well, I'll tell you,
and a hand pass.
Ethan Peterson, man, he is just having himself a stellar period. Here's that save.
They come out.
Turn around, he missed the front, but the first guy up front, second guy up front, man, gets that pad save right there.
And it was that second one that was on, and you get to look
great camera
as
work
well
right there.
here.
Then here, I think this is on Tate's shot right here. Just a screamer on the ice. Boom.
Yep,
nice save right there.
Hansen. Both these goalies putting on a goaltending clinic here in this championship matchup. The Carla Berg 2026 Championship.
What, that's not icy? Huh. All right.
8 minutes left. Gophers have carved into a 3-goal deficit to bring it to within 1. Bishop along the boards there. Big shot, waffle pad save, and drops it right on the stick. Just missing on the outlet pass.
Right there. Oh, man.
Had him deep and just by maybe an inch or two.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, though. You can sense a different Gopher team coming out here in the third period.
Oh, very much so.
It's night and day difference. And, this is that. I hope when they do watch this game, this is their style hockey right here,
Well, it's not a spark that got him going. It was like a bottle rocket, off the face-off. And Keegan tries to move his way. He does.
Oh, man.
On another mission.
Crazy. Jeez.
Trying to take the shot. His stick is lifted from behind at the last minute. Now circling in. Engelbrecht tries to take it deep. He still has a good offensive push. Tries to center, and no one home right there. Couldn't get a stick down. And Bishop was tangled up just away from that slot area. But Engelbrecht really dialed up some good pressure. And with the center, 7:20 to go. Third period. It's about the time you see the Gophers start to take it to that next gear. We've seen that time and time again. Behind the goal, they're pinching in. Engelbrecht once again furthers the puck down low. Reverses ice, trying to get a little spacing. You can see the Gophers feverishly really trying to get some energy and separation. Another goal scoring opportunity. Here's a shot. Stick save, sends it to the near corner. Owen Peterson bouncing back in and showing some of that speed and energy has been Wedward here today.
Oh, look at
this. Does it right
play.
down the seam, a backhander. Trying to lift it with Marcel, and
nice
just
shot
missed.
by Sammy right there. That backhand, a really hard shot to stop.
He also had Wedward kind of filling in the lane down the seam.
I don't know if he heard him or what. I'm sure Dylan was probably saying something, but man, opportunity, you can't, as long as we have an opportunity, I suppose. Just a power there or what? Quick off the draw here. Gophers get a shot on goal. Caden Cole throwing that forecheck in. Boy, this line's been working super hard.
Working back shot is on. High drive that time. A rising wrister coming inside there. We get another look here, and from behind, it's trying to knock it off the net. Tommies with the 1-goal lead here with under 6 minutes.
He's just such an impressive player. He's a big kid, good hockey player, man. Dicing it down there. Pinned up against the glass there momentarily by Cerrone, getting it back. A wrister save. It climbs the ladder. Morissette, there he was, right again.
Winston Wheaton with a tough-looking wrister, and there's another pitchfork pass that goes to the neutral zone. Caden Cole on the move. Circles in front, heads to the bench, and they'll change out. And Tommy's taking their time, very deliberate, coming out of their own end. 5 to play here in the third period. The Tommies with a 1-goal lead. Cross center ice, dump it in, and give chase. That's Gaddy. One-time blast. Oh, what a save. Teeing it up on a beautiful pass. Gino unleashed a shot. A save made. Owen Peterson. And both these goalies, they're making fantastic saves, and you don't really notice it until you get a chance to watch it through again, all within 1 goal. So one time, a 3-goal lead for the Tommies, now down to 2, skating in. A wrister that time.
Oh, no!
Moves his rebound, scores!
You gotta be shitting me.
Oh,
no. The net's out to Karam, though, too. Check the net. The net's out to Karam right there, and the ref's going right over to put it back on. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
That, you know what? I'm sorry, but that's wrong.
Logan Gaddy.
The referee literally just went to go put the net back on it. But although I think it might have happened as soon as the goal may have went in. I don't know.
I think it may have been simultaneously, but Logan Gaddy that time got the stick.
But the ref didn't go back there and put it on there, though. I don't know. I don't know what the rules are on that. I'm not a ref.
9th goal for Logan. The 4th goal for Logan on the season. Tommies get a 2-goal lead back and a chance here for a third. Does it save? They're looking for the puck.
Right there.
He does.
Oh my God! Another huge save.
Owen Peterson looking all around, hoping somebody doesn't say it's behind him. He didn't want to move.
Oh my! Unbelievable save on the other end as well. Watch this. This is insane. Boom! What a save. I don't know if OP's like, do I got it? Do I got it? Unreal.
Sure also picks up an assist on the goal by Logan.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. You hate to see a goal like that come off the back of the boards. Oh, it's just such a drag. But that's hockey, man. That's just the luck of the bounce. Holy criminy. 4
and change left here, but hey, we've seen this Gopher team score and burst some goal scoring in a short amount of time. They have a chance here in the slot. Back again, wrister here, goes through traffic, and it's knocked down, goes back, sent back length of the ice, and they're going to wave off the ice. Sweeping it back, good hustle. Coming back is Madigan.
Number 7, Madigan.
Yeah, good burst speed as well, getting back that time for the Tommies. So they could wave off the ice and keep that clock moving. Down by 2. Bishop tries to bring it up. Pass stolen, now taking it down deep again, and that's Wheaton.
Yep.
Winston Wheaton. Luke Myers tries to move with the puck, but right now they're just doing some neutral zone checking we see from the Tommies. 3 and change left, down by 2, the Gophers. The Tommies just moments ago scored their lone goal in this third period.
Oh, man, that was just incredible. Then being a goalie myself, that's just so frustrating to see that happen.
Hey, but you're getting the championship level show here.
Yeah, for sure.
In this third period for this Carla Berg 2026 Cup Championship. Wave it off there, and they continue to keep the clock moving. 2.5 to play. Third period, a 4-2 lead for the Tommies.
Logan Gotti down there is coming down and throwing his weight around. Gotta like it.
Yeah, the Tommies came in. There's a save, solidified and secured there by Owen Peterson. Yep. And the Tommies came in as the top-ranked team in those rankings. Here coming in. Second was Minnesota Crookston, and the Gophers defeated them last night by a score of 4-3. Minnesota currently ranked third, and you can see why these
I think
two teams are battling.
Time out here.
Good call. 2:24 to go. At what point do you cut loose and bring Owen Peterson out? I'm guessing next chance down.
Obviously, got to get that possession, get control of the puck. You know, this has obviously been such a unbelievable hockey game.
Oh, it's been. It's been exciting back and forth.
Everything's happened. You know what I mean? I mean, this is like everything in a chip game that it's unbelievable.
Do you find yourself going to that number 2 line who has both goals with that extra attacker, or maybe somebody from that line, maybe an Obbit bigger in front of the net?
That could be matchups too. I don't know. I haven't been keeping on track of that, but obviously got to get control. I mean, you got two great teams playing here, man. It's down to getting that draw, winning that draw, getting control of the puck. Getting down there, kind of get set up, and sure I'll pull a goalie when they feel necessary, and see if they can tally a goal here within I'd say probably a minute. This is going to be a huge face-off here. Get control of it. I guarantee you they're not going to go after someone.
Who's the best face-off?
I think
here for the Gophers.
You got Bish is probably going to get it. Yeah, Bish is going to be out here. You got Obbit actually is going to be out here taking the draw. You got
Bishop is also out there.
Luke did change it up here. You got Obbit out here you got Bish and Obbit and Keegs. And you got Luke and who else is out here? I think Will Sexton out here.
Sexton is out there as well. So here we go.
Well, let's see what's going to happen. There
Drop
you go.
The puck, 2:20 now to go.
There you go. Now you're going to get control and
miss on the pass.
Right there.
Got underneath.
It's unbelievable, man. It's just
the stick of Keegan as he was cutting right at center ice.
You couldn't have drawn it up any better there, man. I mean, you win the draw, you get going, and all of a sudden you get the bad hop on the ice.
Same song, different verse right here. See if Obbit can pick up another face-off win here.
There you go.
Picks it up.
You probably see Owen just follow right behind, getting in the zone here.
It dumped in, and Owen still
maybe not
near the goal.
That would have went in, too. Look at that. Oh,
back in, and a shot on that.
Look at these nets. These nets, that's one complaint I have about this rink, man. I think every game we've seen this, Johnny.
A lot of, nets coming off those mornings quickly. Now down deep, and
Owen you got a guy break for Tommy's here.
Yep, and Peterson cannot come out at this point. Maybe now. Into the corner. Peterson waiting for the signal.
The ref just took one in the in the back there.
1:40 left in this third period. It's a 2-goal lead for the Tommies, and
got to get it in.
The Gophers trying to get it. Their goalie pulled Owen Peterson for the extra attacker. Luke Myers carries in. Now looking to go to the bench. They kind of rolled the dice right now. In position with it right now is St. Thomas. They're going to move it from one side to the other, move it out to neutral ice. Good job to come back and pick it up there by Bishop. Approaching a minute left. Sexton
Boy, just having a hard time
will
with that
carry in, and now dropped a chance here for the empty netter.
Yep. Boom.
Hits the post, still alive here. The Gophers down by 2.
Well, if anything was going to happen, hitting a pipe on an empty net, that's sure with the game like we've been having. That's going to happen. No kidding.
That could come back to haunt you. Here we go. 45 seconds left. Getting his second chance here for an empty netter, and then burying it. That is your dagger. A tough one.
Stone King dropping the dagger right there.
Stone King hit the post the first time, and the second time able to skate in and bury it bottom lower shelf into the bottom sock drawer.
Man, put this game in the record books for everything happening in a championship hockey game. I think Johnny should probably put this on YouTube saying, everything happened in a championship game at the Carla Berg Tournament.
It could make it maybe an instant classic, right?
Yeah, holy cow.
4-2. the lead
man,
now.
I'll tell you what, kudos going to the Gophs coming out, man, and making this, you know, such an interesting third period, though. Man, I'll tell you, just, the bad thing that's happened there. Oh, it's just
5-2 lead now for the Tommies.
Yeah.
Stone King picks up the empty netter. And for Stone King, that'll be goal number 4 on the season for him. On an afternoon with 5 goals and 5 different goal scorers by the Tommies. Big blast here, hits the side of the post again.
It's never just
working it back now, trying to sustain it there. The Gophers. See it.
That's a
couple
tough
of
loss,
seconds
boy.
left, and this is
good job for the Tommies, though. St. Thomas, you know, hey, they played a great game.
Hey, the 2026, you know, Carla Berg Cup champions goes to the St. Thomas Tommies. Congratulations, and the Gophers, hey, put another rush.
Yeah,
and got it close.
You know, you can't hang the head down here. I mean, I'll tell you what, there's going to be a loser and a winner in this game, and it could have went both ways, you know what I mean? But I'll tell you, for the heart that these guys, I know what I said in that second intermission, and those guys, man, I'm telling you what, they came out and they won that period, to be honest with you. And
those 2 goals.
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
They had it within 1 goal with 15 minutes left.
Yeah, it speaks volume to a lot of us, to the coaches, and you know, now with this tournament being over, you know, and now playoff hockey is going to start. You know, it's a good momentum for both teams, obviously, because you know what? Hey, someone's going to win, someone's going to lose here. You know, Johnny or JoJo. So
now they ferret out now the rankings, right? They come through, and when will those be posted? And when do you know where you are, when you're not?
I'm assuming probably, I don't know. It could be right away. We'll let that kind of phase in.
Simmer a bit, huh?
Yeah. You know, going to swallow this one, and
we're going to keep it here too, I guess, for the awards ceremony, and then there's also going to be a post-game interview with Shannon as she talked to a few of the players, and we'll let her run from ice level and be able to hear the awards presentation and the trophy as well.
Yeah.
So stay with it here, Jimmy. If you want to get down on the ice,
I would like to say something just real quick. You know, to my seniors, to you know, a great season, man. It's a drag to lose, and you know, I know there's a lot of heartache going on right now with the few of the Gophs. But I will tell you the one thing, man. They coming out after that second intermission and showing, you know, what they did, man. It was phenomenal, and I'll give them all the credit. You know, it's just as you can see that St. Thomas. Getting their picture with the trophy of number 1, man, well deserved. You know, kudos to them. Great job by those guys, man. I know a couple guys on that team, and you know, look forward to, hey, you know, either St. Thomas goes in the regions or the Gophs. One of us, you know, gets the job done. But man, oh man, I hate losing. I hate, like, father-son game. I'm telling you what, man. It's just, you know, it's the competition's at the best. And for what we just watched here, what a phenomenal championship game. Mike Shear, congrats, bud. You know, number 4 here, holding on to the board there.
And a high level of hockey, and Minnesota certainly represented well.
Great job by Showcase here, you know, representing the league here for camera work, and, you know, just kudos for the whole thing. Good job, guys. Way to go. There's your 26 champions right there, the Carla Berg Tournament. Nice work. Great job to the staff. Great job to everyone. Great job, parents. Everybody's coming out here, man. What a phenomenal job.
Hey, and congratulations to the St. Thomas Tommies and also to the Golden Gophers on an outstanding performance. Hey, also another classic game was the win last night over Crookston. Jimmy, thanks for joining us. We'll get back down to the ice, and we're going to go to some interviews right now that are being conducted at ice level and handled there by, I believe, Shannon is somewhere down there. A 5-2 win this afternoon for the Tommies. They jumped out to a 3-0 lead, and striking early and often in that second period were the Gophers with 2 goals in about 2.5 minutes. And so with just under 16 minutes remaining, they had cut that deficit to 3-2. Two teams went at it toe-to-toe, and it was about 5 minutes left. The Tommies reclaimed a 2-goal lead and then made it a 3-goal lead on the empty netter with about 55 seconds left in the game. And that's where it stands. So again, the 2026 Carla Berg Cup champions, St. Thomas. Tommies, congratulations. And we're going to keep it here so we can capture some of the interviews on the ice that are coming here in just a moment. As you see Shannon down there at ice level. Tommy's team that concludes a nice season here and nearing the 20-win mark. But they have some great depth. And you get a look at a couple more of the players there. So 5-2 win. For the St. Thomas Tommies. I believe this year we're 3-1 versus the Gophers here this season. And at this point now we're going to join Canada. I think they're going to take a knee here. And they're going to conduct a little prayer there. And then also Shannon is going to join us.
I'm pretty sure.
With the winning goalie. Here for St. Thomas. And kind of a final prayer there by the players gathering at center ice. Let's go to Shannon now with Nick Hansen, the winning goalie for the St. Thomas Tommies. An outstanding performance for him on the night. And we'll go to Shannon.
What's up, WCCHA fans? I'm Shannon. I'm on the ice after the 2026 Carla Berg Cup Championship between the University of St. Thomas and the University of Minnesota. University of St. Thomas won 5-2 today. I'm joined alongside the goalie for St. Thomas. Can you tell me a little bit about what this win means to you guys?
I mean, it means a lot. It's obviously it doesn't come with like guarantee to go to nationals this year, but just being able to have the bragging rights, and I know it's big for some of the guys that have had some fun games over the years.
Awesome. And being a freshman, what was it like to kind of come into this experience? What was your team atmosphere like, and what was it like to be able to win the Carla Berg your very first year?
Actually, I joined second semester, so I joined a little bit later, and all the guys have been really good about including me in as a team, and it's just pretty great. It's pretty exciting.
Now, can you talk to us a little bit about what you guys are looking for going into regionals and then hopefully nationals? What's kind of going through your heads right now?
Let's go win it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Best of luck at regionals.
Thank you.
this new golf course?